2 years. Where do you guys?
I think he'll be a guard for us and backup center. That's what I think. You know, we'll see how that goes as we get into it. I would say, you know, if you watched him physically, he was a lot like Bryce Tennyson. You know, when I saw him as a junior, athletically, that's what he was like. And I think Bryce will do the same thing this year, kind of backup center too and guard. This next kid, Darryl Fields, is really an interesting guy. I'm really excited for him because after meeting him, he's a really special kid. Really, really conscientious on the basketball floor. I mean, you can just tell when you watch kids that they're what kind of kids they are by if they do the things that aren't glamorous, and he plays defense and he anticipates lanes and basketball. I mean, he's real conscientious. So that means he's got all those things too on the football field, along with talent. And you know, he was I watched one game this year. I want to say highlights. It was because we started. It was 8 carries for 340 yards or something and 5 touchdowns. I've never seen anything like that before. And he won the state 200, I think, last year. He's going to long jump this year and not run the 400, I think. But you can see his stats there. And I think one of the, you know, we beat a lot of schools on him. Bert Hill did a great job recruiting him. And, you know, he's like, I mean, he was homecoming, what do you call that, their court. He was the student body chose. I mean, he's like your Mr. President at their school. I mean, every teacher, every coach, every student, I mean, you could just tell they just love the guy, and the whole town does. So we're excited about providing the opportunity for him to come to SMU. I think he's going to play baseball this spring. He's going to try too. He had told me, and I said, well, you're only a senior once, you might as well try to get him on. So he's going to try that too. Ben Gottschalk. Well, anything on Darryl? Anybody want to ask on Darryl?
6'2". What kind of
I would say he's closer to 6'3". I mean, I usually when you see these things, you kind of say, well, he's probably 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
You know. So when I was at the basketball game, I went down on the floor afterwards, and you know, we were almost eye to eye when I looked across at him, and so I would say he's closer to 6'3".
And yet he has quickness you like in that position.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he can run. You know, I think he's you know, going to be really fun to watch the next few years. It'll be exciting.
And can you talk about his height in your system? I mean, you have mostly smaller running backs.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've had over the years. I mean, Eric Dickerson played for me. I mean,
that's a good point.
I mean, I've had over the years all kinds of them. You know, Alonzo Highsmith was probably 6'2", about this guy's height. You know, I mean, I think the bottom line is if you hand him the ball and he can run at 6'2", then you kind of like those guys better than the 5'8" guys. But you know, a lot of it depends on his athletic ability, and he certainly has a lot of it. Ben Gottschalk turned down some other offers, and we thought when we watched his tape that I really couldn't believe that we had a shot at getting him. That's how good he looked on his tape, and sometimes, you know, you underestimate, I guess, you know, in like, for example, if I looked at that guy in Hawaii, that comment would have happened. We wouldn't get that guy. But because it's SMU, because it's here, the reputation SMU has, and now we went to a bowl game, and he can see that on tape. We got in the hunt, and Adrian did a great job recruiting he and the family, and guess what? We got him. And I think he could play anywhere. I think we'll start him at tackle, but to be quite honest, it looks like he could athletically play any position, you know, for us. And I think he's maybe, before it's all said and done, will be the best player that we sign.
You guys jumped in on him late.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys know about him before the bowl game? Because I know he had an offer from Nevada. Did you guys think he's going to probably be watching this game because of Nevada? Maybe we can.
We watched. My memory is that Adrian just saw him on tape and then looked at who was recruiting him, and then when he called him, the kid had watched the game, and so it you know, was like right down to the wire, you know, after the bowl game. I mean, we got on him in early January.
You mentioned offensive line coach Adrian Clem. This is his first year as a D1 coach, first year recruiting, just got hired in August. Can you talk about his efforts, what he was able to do, and his potential?
Yeah, Adrian is just like he was as a player, very conscientious, and I mean, he keeps up with everything, tries to be the best, not just on the field, but tries to be the best, you know, mentor, the best recruiter. I mean, he tries to be the best he is. He's, you know, he is. There's a reason he has 3 Super Bowl rings on his finger. You know, he's a great addition, and you know, I hope that we're able to keep him because he's that good that he's going to get a shot to go wherever he wants to go before long. Hayden Greenbauer, really we had recruited and I believe had committed to us prior to even us going down to New Braunfels for our camp last year in San Antonio area, and he came to the camp. He's just a real productive kid. He played kind of on everything for his team. He played quarterback, he passed, he ran, he threw. You know, we think he could probably play a number of positions for us. We want to give him a shot at safety because we have some interest there. But I also think he could play, you know, running back. I think he could probably play just about anything that we put him at. But we're gonna obviously find a spot for him. He's very smart. He's a football player. I mean, he's a leader and a football player, and a real good student too, which is a plus. Anybody have anything they want to talk about?
When you guys offered him first, you were in on him first. He commits with no other offers. Then he goes and has an amazing senior year, offensive MVP of his district, and made you guys look pretty good too. You got to feel pretty confident.
Yeah, well, I feel like again because he was in on us early, and then if we went 1-11, you know, he might have jumped off the ship. You never know, but because you go, you know, 11 or 8-5 and win a bowl and everybody's excited, then you don't lose those kids, you know, and we're excited that he believed in us before he had that year, and Bert did a great job of identifying him as an athlete before he had that season, and that's why I say my coaches have done a great job on the road finding these kids before the fact, you know, before it happened. Kyle Ginyard, we've talked when we go into high schools. Everybody knows about Kyle Ginyard. Every school, when we go to Houston, they know that Kyle Ginyard committed to SMU. He had a tremendous junior year, then got hurt this year, so his numbers are down. Didn't play most of the season. But this kid is a big-time player. I think probably the most productive player in the city or in the surrounding areas, close to Dallas. And he, I mean, he's just plays football. I mean, he goes and gets the ball. He's plays in the 30-yard area just with a different level and a different want to than most of the kids. And you know, he's you know, I'm excited that. And I think his father was so excited that too he was staying home. We're not sure whether we're going to push him back to January. We're going to see how his leg is. My track record on skilled players that have that kind of injury, that usually it's a full year, even though they say they're cleared to play. Guys that rely on their quickness and speed sometimes take another year before they're really healthy. They feel healthy, but they're really not. And so we're going to see, and we're going to kind of leave it up to him because he's that good a player, and we're losing Emmanuel. So
You mean enroll in January?
yeah. But we're kind of leaving that option up to him.
And is that the same with Kevin Pope and Derek Thompson, who also came off of knee injuries?
Well, when I get to those, I'll answer that question, those questions. But yes, basically the same. Kyle, again, any questions you want to ask about him?
And out of Ennis, second year in a row, you've
Yeah.
got a kid out of Ennis. Not a bad place to build a pipeline, so to speak.
Yeah, no, and Deontay is, I think, got a chance. He's shown enough in camp before we decided to redshirt him, and just academically,